Good day, viewers. Pwalpar here, AKA Walter. I'm doing my video just a little different this time. I've got to make up 12 minutes of talking to voiceover since I've muted all the sound in today's video. I've already created a video, but now I got to think of something to talk about for about 12 minutes. Speaking off the cuff, I guess it'd be a good time to give you a little bit of history of this property you're looking at as I mow the lawn. And I had quite a bit of footage on this lawn mowing day, so you're going to see some more this week if you're one of my viewers. Contrary Mary and I lived in Marietta, Georgia, in a mobile home park. I worked for the railroad about 15, 16 years there in Atlanta. I came home one day in 1983 and told her we're moving to Griffin, Georgia. I took a railroad job down there, and I'd rather spend the rest of my career working in outlying points, so we're going to Griffin. The only problem is we had to find some property. I had already tried several times to buy us a regular home up in Cobb County, Georgia, but the interest rates were extremely high, and we didn't really qualify for the quality or the size of the house we wanted to live in. We bought 2.5 acres of land here. When we moved here, this was just a cow pasture. There was no trees or nothing. It was just a hill with grass on it, tall grass, come to think of it. The 2 brick houses next door weren't there. There were 4 building lots here, and I bought 2 of them. I wanted all 4 of them, but the guy wouldn't sell me the other 2. So we hooked up our mobile home, dragged it down here to Spalding County, Georgia, parked it on this hill. Had a lot of work to do. We lived in the trailer here for about 2 years, and I came home one day and told her, we're going to build a house right here on this land. There was a company called Miles Homes, M-I-L-E-S, and they'll sell you all the stuff you need to build your house. All the thing is, you got to put it all together. Basically, they just send you a truckload of lumber, and that's what they done. The project I took on was the biggest of my lifetime. You got to realize I was working 8 hours a day at the railroad, driving a company truck back and forth, repairing trains all over Georgia. So I had to work in my spare time to build the house while the wife and children lived here on the property. So I can proudly say that I did build the house that we got behind us with my own 2 hands. Basically what I had with Miles Homes was a construction loan. After 2 years, when I had the house just about 90% built, the 2 years was running out on my construction loan, and I had to go to the bank and get a loan to pay off the house, which, like I say, 90% built. All total, I think I was like $45,000 in the hole in debt. But I had a house that appraised at that time when the appraisers came out here for $89,000. Today it would appraise for considerably more than that. So the bank proudly came down here and gave us a loan. I sold that mobile home to some fella, used all the money that I got from the mobile home to furnish the house with. I did a lot more work over the years. My son and I built the garage. We've had the driveway paved with cement. Had a pool at one time. Raised a couple of cows out here on the property. Raised my children here. They're all grown and gone. It's just Contrary Mary and I living here now. The years that we've lived here seem to have flown by. Time sure does fly. I've been mowing this lawn ever since. I've been through, probably 7 or 8 riding lawnmowers. Started out with push mower, just mowing around the mobile home. It didn't take me long to figure out I need a lot more mowing power than a push mower. Many of my viewers have seen the pile of lawnmowers I got out in the backyard in the junk pile. I'll drive one till it's about to fall apart, throw it out there in the junk pile, and go buy another one. I'm 78 years old now, and I know I'll never finish this property the way I wanted to do it, but it's helped us get by. I'm not able to keep up the property like I used to, but I still mowing the lawns. I'll tell you one thing, I've learned a 0-turn lawnmower is the only way to fly when it comes to mowing grass. This tree you see me mowing around right out here to the left side of the screen is a pecan tree that I planted, 10, 15 years ago. I've had apple trees. I've got 2 apple trees in the backyard. I just discovered yesterday that they're both practically dead. I'm going to have to cut them down. But I got several trees on this property that I need to get rid of. That oak tree by the driveway's got so big and plump that it's starting to push the concrete up. And I know I'll never get all these projects done, but at least we got a roof over our head, and we're doing our best to stretch it out as far as we can. Monday I got to take a Terry Mary over to the doctor. They're going to put a chip in her chest to find out, plug her up like a robot and check on her heartbeat on a regular basis. You just download it on the computer, I reckon. Let's see, by checking the time thing on my video editor here, I still got to talk for 6 more minutes. Look at this dummy wheeling around on a lawnmower, spinning around like Mr. Speedy Gonzales. I mentioned the other day about my mishaps. A couple of places out here, I got in quite a jam turning fast like that. You'll probably see that in an upcoming video. In the year 2003, while still working at the railroad, I got injured here at home. Fell down the basement steps, completely destroyed my right rotor cuff. And as a result, I was forced into retirement with the railroad because I couldn't keep my job, and passed the physical to do it. Sometime a few years after that, I created the website carknocker.com just to have something to do here while I was recovering. I had surgery on my right rotor cuff. And it took me over a year, but I finally got to where I could use my right arm again. You wouldn't know it. I've had several injuries out here. Fell and broke my hip. Had some other medical issues, but old Pwalpar is struggling right along. I've been producing videos for YouTube quite a few years now, and it's kind of a hobby. It don't make a whole lot of money. I make a few dollars here and there, but it gives me something to do, and I enjoy the time that I do creating my videos. One thing I'm good at, and that's talking and running my trap. So I've shared a lot of stories with my current viewers. If you're a new viewer here, I invite you to sign up and, subscribe to my channel. It sure won't hurt my feelings. And most of the stuff I've talked about today, I've probably already mentioned in several of my stories here on YouTube. Here's an interesting little tidbit I thought I'd mention to you today. I got a notice from YouTube the other day that they're going to go. I've got several thousand videos on YouTube. Well, they sent me a notice that they're going to dub all my videos with other languages, so my videos can be shared around the world. Other countries like England and Scotland and Ireland, places like that that speak English already get my videos, but they're going to dub, words or whatever on the videos. So people in other countries, I don't know if they're going to do it in the other languages or what, but it's probably an AI thing. I'm not too up on AI, but it sounds like it's going to benefit my channel quite a bit to get more views. And I hope all my viewers that do come on out here will continue to make comments and support my channel. I've never had a comment. Well, I won't say never, but I always answer my viewers' comments. It kind of irks me to watch other people's YouTube channels, and they're such a big shot with their channel, talk about they've got their gold award and their silver award or whatever, and they can't even bother to comment on the person's, people are decent enough to watch your video and comment about it or answer your questions or whatever. The least you could do is answer them. But that ain't the way it works. When you get so many subscribers, it's hard to keep up. And I think to just ignore the fact that, the people have been supporting their channel. Anyway, I'm most grateful to all my viewers out there. Well, I've almost used up my whole 6 minutes. Got a few minutes left here to talk. I've still got quite a few clips left of this lawn mowing job. And I'm going to continue this little short series that I've been producing this week. with vlogs and while I'm mowing. Maybe you'll get to see some more of my little goofy mishaps before this this series is over. And I notice I'm beginning to ramble. I can tell myself I'm rambling without you having to tell me that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to end the video right along in here. We'll stick a little bit of music to end out today. I appreciate all my viewers out there, and I love you one and all.